Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another Patch Notes video. Today we have Hotfix 44, and this is a big one. Okay, first on the agenda, a couple of bug fixes slash small changes. I'll just go over these really quickly. TSR video options cannot be changed. Fix an issue where changing items through the squire while in a party was not reflected in the lobby character, just a UI bug. Franny axes and throwing knives that couldn't be equipped when you had Weapon Master, when you multiclassed into Weapon Master, can now be equipped, which is good for some of you guys. Fix an issue where the crossbow can be reloaded while using Warlock Phantomize. Okay. Fix an issue where certain areas of the Goblin Caves could be accessed through Fireball Jump Grates. Fix an issue where the Goblin Mage's staff animation could look strange when he died. Cool. Fix an issue where Ghost King's clothes looked unnatural. Cool. Yeah. Now let's get into the juicy stuff. The curve of spell casting speed has been adjusted. Guys. Let's go into game. I'm going to show you guys something, all right? All right, guys. So we're here in game. Oops. Pardon my booba. Don't look at me while I'm naked. Okay, so I'm on my Warlock, and if you guys didn't know, Warlock has a base knowledge of 15. So the way that this game is set is that all of your stats here, I called these soccer stats, they're based within DarkandDarker, so that 15 is your base stat. So if you have 15, let's say strength, for example, your physical power bonus will be at 0%. If it's lower, it'll go into the negatives, and then, obviously, if it's higher, it'll go into the positive. With that being said, knowledge used to be 4% casting speed per 1 knowledge point, okay? Knowledge originally, at 15, had you in the negative for spell casting speed. This used to be minus 13%. When you were at 50, and you needed to reach 20 knowledge to get to a neutral spell casting speed. Okay, just pay attention to the casting speed. I'm gonna add 3 knowledge points, and we go up to 9%. That means that the spell casting speed, not only has the curve been corrected so that you're not in the negatives at 15, so this knowledge now meets all the other stats. Also, the curve itself has been re-rated to give you 3% per knowledge, which means that's a 15% direct buff. So, look at this. If I throw on all my knowledge points, and I'm gonna get us up to 35 knowledge. Our casting speed is, ignore the 3.4%, okay? Because I have that as a roll here. But if you take that 3.4%, you're at 52% casting speed. This is so big. Okay, let's get back to the patch notes. Now, a lot of these changes that we're going to talk about, the major target of this is going to be things like your windless crossbow users who are stacking damage through the use of skills like, smite, penetrating shot, reckless attack, things like that. Okay, let's get into it. So, the curve for regular interaction speed has also been adjusted. I didn't pay attention to this, but hopefully this is good. I don't quite know what that is right now. Fighters' Victory Strike is now limited to all melee and ranged physical attacks and bladed thrown items. Wonderful. Barbarian's Reckless Attack now only works with melee physical attacks. So no reckless attack with windless crossbow. None of that stuff. None of those crazy one-shot builds. Barbarian's Achilles Strike is now limited to all melee and ranged physical attacks and bladed thrown items. Rogue's Ambush Weak Point now only works on melee physical attacks. No more ambush weak. This was a huge one. I got one-shotted by an almost naked rogue with windless crossbow multi-classing the first few days that it came out, and it irritated me. Rogue's poison weapons, Rupture, Cutthroat, are now limited to melee and ranged physical attacks and bladed thrown items. Cleric's Faithfulness now slows targets hit by divine attacks. This is really cool because if you run Faithfulness and you run Smite, now every time you're attacking with smite proc, you're also slowing the enemy. This is awesome. This is really, really good. And it might make torch throwing clerics a little more fun. Cleric smite can now only be used in melee physical attacks. Oh, okay. Take that back. And has an attribute bonus ratio of 50%. So interesting. So now you can't do smite torch throwing, which sucks because we had some good clips of that. But you can get more damage out of it because they added attribute scaling again. So yeah, this is interesting. I don't know. Clerics might be back on the table. Warlock's Blow of Corruption now only works on melee physical attack. Adjusted the difficulty in obtaining learning tokens. Guys, this is massive. Holy crap. These changes right here, okay? The difficulty in obtaining learning tokens and then the mind wipe. Now you can reset your multi-class tokens every single day. And also, if your character is level 70, you have all of your tokens. You have all 13 tokens. Okay, and we'll talk about that here in a sec too. As an experiment, party members' names will no longer be displayed in high rollers. I don't play a lot of duos, trios, okay? This is going to be so funny. This is Tarkov-esque, right? So in Escape from Tarkov, a lot of you guys probably already know there's no UI system to guide you and tell you this is a teammate and this is a friendly, this is a foe, or whatever. So we're going to start seeing people, you know, playing in trios, and they're going to be killing each other because they're not going to know what, you know, is going on. So, you know, you could just wear a lizard skin, you know, we could start seeing lizard gangs and like different colored lizard wars. That would be a sight to see. Okay. The developer comments. We are collecting great data and speedrunning the discovery of perks and skills that are functioning outside of our scope that need to be fixed. We're trying to find a good balance and incentivizing system. You will now be able to collect the maximum 13 learning tokens for your character by reaching level 70 instead of 270. Our internal data shows us that the average player can reach this maximum learning token level in approximately 2 weeks by playing for 2 hours per day. So this is massive. This patch is a huge W. This is awesome. Gamers rejoice. Massive W for every Dark and Darker fan out there. Whether you enjoy the multi-classing or not, whether you like the gear-based matchmaking or not, this is great for everyone. All right, guys. Well, that's going to do it for the video. I hope that you found this information helpful, and I will see you guys in the dungeons, okay? If you made it this far in the video, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one.